playing with one that now can help you headed into this?
I think the biggest thing would be just to stay calm. Just to stay calm. The freshies from last year, they were really big on being calm in situations when the pressure was getting high. So I think that's the biggest thing that I've learned from last year to this year.
Lindsay?
Bree, I asked Coach yesterday, she played for three Final Fours as a player and never won, and I asked her how much that drives her now as a coach. Has she talked to you guys about that, especially after last year? Like, she knows that pain and how that can feel.
No, she thinks we don't know anything about her college career, so that's why she never says anything to us about it. And you can ask her. She literally says she thinks that we don't know that how good she was. But no, she's never really brought it up. Like I said, she doesn't think that we know much about her college career for some reason.
When you were asked about what kind of your defensive philosophy, I wondered, is she still the best defensive player on your team, Dawn?
Oh, no. No. And she probably thinks that she is, but no. And we've told her that, no. Yeah, no.
All right, let's go to Beth.
Bree, a lot of people have talked about the depth of this team. You've played with a lot of great South Carolina players. Where does this team rank as far as talent and skill for you?
Amongst the other South Carolina teams?
Yeah, that you've been a part of.
I think we're really good. I don't want to throw too much shade, but I think we are really, really good, and I think it'll really be the icing on the cake once we take care of business tomorrow.
Sir, go to you.
Can you describe off the floor Camilla?
Oh, yes, I can. Oh my gosh. Camilla is just something different. And I think it's super unfortunate that the media has made her seem like she's just this big, just mean person. And she's not. She is a beautiful Brazilian warrior, like Pau said. She's so sweet, always smiling. And I know, lots of people see it on the court. She's just smiling after every single thing. Always happy for always happy for, all of us. She's super funny. She's super sweet, and just a very joyful and just cheerful person.
She really seemed to want to impose her will last night, especially early in the second quarter. I think she scored you guys' first 12 points. Have you guys had to push her to kind of be that kind of player? She seems to be maybe a little more comfortable in the support.
No, I don't really think we had to push her. I think she just became more confident and just really believed in her abilities.
Okay, go back to Beth.
Because we are a really good defensive team, and just to know that we're a really good defensive team, I just feel like we'll come ready for everything and expect the unexpected.
They're going to beat you up, Caitlin?
I might be on actually.
How much have you studied her as opposed to just concentrating, as you say, on your own?
I studied her actually like every game that she played, like against LSU, against UConn last night. Like I studied her a lot, so I know what to expect when it's time to play against her.
You guys had a couple of close shaves, in the postseason. What did those games teach you? Did you guys find something that you hadn't known you were vulnerable in, or did it show you a weakness that you needed to correct any of those close games?
Kind of, just to continue to keep putting our foot on their necks, just to stay ready, just to keep going. Just to face adversity when it comes to us, just to continue going and playing the game that we know how to play and stop letting them.
Did you talk to Aaliyah last night? Obviously, she was in the arena. She celebrated with you guys.
I gave her a hug, but we didn't really talk.
Yeah. Have any Gamecocks alums given you advice or been in your ear this run?
I wouldn't say he gave me advice, but I did talk to LA last night also.
What did they say to you?
It was like a game, and they just couldn't believe that he was here. It was like, we playing so good, and just to keep it up.
Tonight, they only have one player over 6 foot tall. Does that feel like an advantage for you?
Yes, I do feel like we could take advantage of our size and our depth.
Do you feel like your depth can help you in the sense that I think every one of them started like 37. You guys had 9 players who played recently. Do you feel like fresh legs is going to come into play like it did yesterday in the second half?
Yes, sir.
Why is that?
Just to know that everybody comes ready when our number is called, and coach give us the confidence when our number is called to go out there and play the game that we know how to play, to execute for our team and for our players. So yeah.
Do you notice when the other team wearing out? notice it?
Yes, we do notice it actually, and we try to take full advantage of it.
What was it like when you saw that viral moment that Rachel talked about getting waved off by Caitlin at the 3-point line? What has it been like to be friends with her and see her from that low point to now knocking down threes with regularity in these big games?
It means a lot just to see her. I mean, I watched her grow, to see her like go in the gym and to actually work on her shot. Like after that happened, to actually see her grow as a player. And it's just like her listening and her understanding of not everything is like, not to take everything as bad as you can, but just to go out there and play the game that you know how to play and be ready for everything.
The stage of them all.
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
What's it going to take to win a national title on the grandest stage now that we're here?
It'll take us to do the things that we have been doing best and trusting each other.
What are those things?
Our defense, really toning in on defense, offensively keep playing our inside-out game, and just staying level-headed.
Yes, please.
Another about Camilla, if you don't mind. Coach was saying last night how you guys turned up the heat. How much does that have to do with knowing that she's back behind you guys and allows everybody kind of to extend on the perimeter a little bit?
Say that one more time, I'm sorry.
How much does it help to have Camilla back there protecting the rim to allow you guys to kind of go on the perimeter and get up on the defense?
Oh yeah, that's one of the things with our coaches. They always tell us to play really tight defense because we have, not only just Camilla, we got Sania, we got Ash, all shot blockers. So it makes it easier for us as guards to play really close defense because we know we have that help.
I guess I think God just wanted it to be that way, and we're just going to have to take it step by step and be ready for tomorrow.
When you look at this matchup, do you feel like the size inside is a pretty significant thing? They've only got one starter over 6 months.
Yeah, we've noticed that they don't really have a lot of post players like we do, and she's not going to be able to do everything for 40 minutes. She won't be able to keep up with our 4 or 5 posts that we have. So we're just going to have to take advantage of that.
How badly do you want a national championship? Some of your teammates have one. You don't have one.
I want it really bad. I've never been in this predicament. It just feels amazing to be in this predicament. And I'm just super excited to be here. And I want to win it all. But we came too far to not win it all.
Ashlyn, do you remember when you first started dreaming of winning a national championship?
Probably in the middle of the season, when I noticed that we were a really, really good team and not many teams could beat us. And I was like, this is a great team. We have the opportunity to win this whole thing. And that's when I was just okay, if we got an opportunity to win this whole thing, we can definitely just keep going and not look back. And we made it this far, so.
For us in Columbia, you've had so many people who have watched your journey from a top recruit now to being in the national championship. What's it like to have all the people at home and even the Columbia natives who have come here to Cleveland to support you?
It feels good. It feels good to know that our fans come and support us, even though we're how many miles away? We're we're 9 hours away. So it feels good to know that they come and travel just to watch us play. That means a lot to us. And to me personally, because I have a lot of family and friends back home and they came out here to support us. And it just means a lot because we do it for them, to be honest. We love having them come to support us, and we just go play basketball for them.
You were kind of keeping up with the game last night. Were you wanting Iowa again? Was that we want Iowa? That's who we want to pick the thing. Perfect season last year.
I didn't really mind who we played. I knew that it was a tough game because it was the time majority of the game. But I didn't really mind who we played. If we played UConn or Iowa, they're both great teams. They're both going to compete. So we were just going to be ready for both.
Camilla's my best friend, on and off the court. I mean, this will mean a lot to her. So I just know there's no better way of winning this for her and just her leaving on a good note.
And her impact on you?
Her impact is very impactful. I mean, she does so much. We do a lot of things together. We eat together. We roommates sleep together. Just everything. Watch film together. get our hair done together. So it's just everything, like just the little stuff that she impacts my life. So.
Raven, have you been looking forward to this matchup, and your thoughts on getting another shot at Iowa?
Oh yes, I've definitely been looking forward towards this matchup. But I mean, any team, I think we're gonna take any team. You know, well, if UConn would have won, I think I would have took that game as, you know, if it was Iowa or if it was any other team. But I'm definitely looking forward towards this matchup.
Raven, can you just what do you remember about meeting Camilla for the first time at AAU or even before AAU? What are some early memories you have of your relationship?
She didn't know a lick of English. I remember when she first got here, she was looking at all the players like we were weird or something, and she didn't know a lick of English. I remember walking up to her, she didn't know nothing I was saying, and I had to realize that, so I was using my phone to talk to her. It was kind of weird for me because I'd never done that before. So.
Raven, it's unique to go undefeated in a season. I wondered when you were a younger basketball player, do you remember like the UConn teams went undefeated, BG's team went undefeated? Did you have a favorite undefeated team or a favorite player on an undefeated team?
Well, I love Chelsea Gray, but I used to watch Jackie Young, Arike. UConn, I think Crystal Dangerfield, that team, that was a really good team. I remember watching them with Stewart. They went undefeated. They won like 4 titles. I mean, that was definitely history right there. So.
Raven, was there a part of you that specifically wanted Iowa for this matchup? Just considering the last year and the fact that you've gone this route in the season.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I was looking forward towards them, but I mean, it happened in the right way. But I'm ready for the matchup. Just going from last year, just the pain that we felt last year. I think it happened at the right time and it happened in the right way. So.
How very equipped is this team to handle any rough patches that you may have in your life? Because you have people that can do so many different things to help the team.
Well, we know that. Well, we had film this morning, and coach told us that we're going to make mistakes. It's just how we react off those mistakes. And she told us, just go in, play our game, play South Carolina basketball. Don't get too. She always say, don't get too high with the highs and don't get too low with the lows. So we're definitely going to trust Coach Staley because she knows what she's doing.
Set, sir.
And also too.
Oh, no. You have to follow up. I'm sorry, you asked that question. Go ahead, John.
Raven, it would be easy to ask how much do you take from last year's game, but obviously this South Carolina team is very different from last year's. And Iowa's team is different too because Sedano isn't there anymore. Is there anything that you can take, or you just forget about it and go with the film that you watched this season?
I mean, this team is way different from last year's team. I think that we have a lot of threats on this team. I don't think you could just scout one person on this team. I mean, we have depth on this. We have depth on this team, and I think that's what makes this team so great. But going off with Iowa, I mean, they're a different team also. I know that they have different players. They're playing better. I mean, Caitlin Clark, she's a great player, and I just think we're gonna go with the game plan. Just trust Coach Staley's process.